we go to dinner. Miss McRae for always pushing us outside of our comfort level, although it frustrated many of us. Always to make us better people in the long run, though. And yes, to use our brain. And yes, to use our brain to be 35. Now, if you don't know what that is yet, get your kids to tell you about that later. Madame Lawrence, who I don't think is here, but for definitely putting up with a lot. Madame Brophy for her bravery for coming in on such short notice. Miss Kay, well, what can I say, her humor is unbelievable. Mr. Maxwell, who for coaching and watching kids at recess from different grades just out of the goodness of his heart. Miss West, who still believes we're good kids, but like I said earlier, pretty chatty. Miss Rudd, who has watched us grow our entire lives. Miss Lupton, who has always taken a big interest in our lives. Miss Goodwin Myers, for her backbone and always believing in us. I would also like to take the time to thank our EAs. They've been here for our entire lives as well. Every day passing a hello and a smile in the hall. And finally, maybe the most important, Miss Best, who has always been with us our entire time at Irwin, and although she might not want to admit it, both of my sister's time at Irwin. She practically runs this school. She has to be the most organized person I've ever met. And she works hard to keep the school running as smooth as possible. And by special request, your Gouda. These past 10 years at Irwin have gone by so fast. I can remember us all being scared of the grade 8s, but always wanting to be one of them. Now we are here, standing in their shoes. We made it. This is our day to shine. There are many things to remember from our time at Irwin, which for myself and many of you is 10 long years. And as I said earlier, our teachers' best moments, water days, jump, track and field, and especially extremely descriptive health classes, year after year. Hope knows what I'm talking about. We can all look back and remember those moments that will stay with us forever, even though some of them we do wish we could forget. And now here we are, graduating. It is, yes, very, very sad and very scary to go from the top of the food chain all the way back down to the bottom. Next year, but today is the first day of our new start. We're moving from the playground of Dwight to the sidewalks of Huntsville. Today is the day that we will remember forever. So look around, class. These other 22 graduates have been with you for many years. Next year, yes, you will see them in the halls or in your class, but you will make new friends. But always remember the good times, and remember your past that elementary school has brought us. So for today, live in the moment, remember your past, and tomorrow is a new beginning. Every new beginning comes from another beginning's end. So in closing, I'd ask you to remember the quote that I said earlier. Failure doesn't mean you are a failure. It means you haven't yet succeeded. Failure doesn't mean you accomplished nothing. It means you have learned something. Failure doesn't mean you have been a fool. It means you had faith. Failure doesn't mean you don't have it. It means you were willing to try. So graduates, go out and try. Thank you.